This video is sponsored by Squarespace, and it's really easy to make amazing websites using their templates. So stick around because I'm going to be showing you how I build my websites and how you can get 10% off using my code. Rome is one of the most famous cities in the world, and it's easy to understand why. It's one of the oldest continuously populated places in Europe, and a lived-in, open-air museum with countless beautiful monuments to see. Yet so many people come to Rome and make the mistake of rushing from monument to monument, and they leave never having truly appreciated the true Roman way of living. So when you visit Rome, take it slow and as it comes. Don't make plans to go see things. Let Rome surprise you. One piazza, one fountain, one grand monument at a time. And above all else, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. This is how to do breakfast the Roman way.
Caffè e cornetto. Questa è la colazione tipica. I romani poi amano ovviamente fare colazione al bar, avere un attimo di distensione, di distrazione e conversare poi con gli amici.
So, find yourself a bar and order the Roman way. Some important things to note. 1. The foam on the cappuccino should always be thick, like cream. And 2. Never call a cornetto a croissant. It's a cornetto. And one more thing. Never order a cappuccino after 11 a.m. unless you want to be laughed at or looked at funny. Maybe you can explain what is, the Roman breakfast.
Okay, this is typical breakfast in Rome, and this is a typical bar or bistro in Rome. And this is cornetto. And this is parigino. With cream. Okay. Yeah. And I like parigino.
Yeah. So people just come to the bar?
Every day I am here.
Every day for your breakfast?
Yes, it's my premio Oscar award. Yes.
How many espressos does the average Italian drink in a day?
In Italian we taste every day 80 million of espressos.
So they're the biggest coffee drinkers, the Italians?
Yes. It's good.
I could definitely get used to this breakfast every day. If you want to truly understand Roman life, get yourself to one of the city's neighborhood food markets. These markets have been points of social reference since antiquity in Rome. Vibrant social theatres where a daily spectacle plays out. Vendors laying out their colourful seasonal fruit and veg, and the resonance of popular poems that speak the language of everyday life. My personal favourite, Ciao Bella. Ciao.
Ciao Bella.
Because who doesn't want to be called beautiful during an early morning grocery shop?
Questo è chiamato Campo dei Fiori, capito? Questo è un mercato antichissimo. Qui sto qui da tanti anni, tutta la mia famiglia sta qui da sempre. Siamo rimasti noi che facciamo questo tipo di mestiere. Comunque la merce, la frutta fresca, la verdura fresca sono sempre una priorità di questo mercato. Ok? Grazie.
Tomatos, pomodorini, 2 per favore. E le fragole, ok. E alcune albicocche, per favore. Grazie mille. Che cos'è? Formaggio pecorino romano.
È speciale come chiama
delizioso. Formaggio di questa regione?
Cibo del Lazio.
Del Lazio. Grazie mille. Ciao. Hand in hand with the Roman market is the Roman deli. These Italian grocers, known as salumeria or alimentari, are the place that Romans go to stock up on the region's finest produce. Cured meats, aged cheeses, pickled vegetables, olives, wines, and much more, all in one place and served with genuine passion and real craftsmanship.
Prosciutto?
Sì, prosciutto.
Sì. Poi.
Ok, and the mozzarella di bufala, per favore. Perfect. Ok, grazie mille, grazie. No meal in Rome would be complete without bread, and Romans absolutely love their bread. There are lots of different types, from focaccia to ciabatta, so sniff out the warm aroma of freshly baked bread from a good old-fashioned Italian bakery, known as an il forno, and take your pick. As the days become warmer in Rome, Roman families and groups of friends start one of their much-loved weekend rituals, the picnic, and villas across town quickly fill up at the first sight of a sunny day.
E il picnic italiano generalmente consiste nel venire al parco, puoi scegliere una grandissima quantità di parchi che ci sono a Roma. Questo per esempio è il parco di Doria Pamphili, bellissimo parco dove si sta veramente con grande relax, ci sono i bambini che giocano, gente che fa yoga, il mercato rionale che ci sono in tutti i quartieri di Roma, puoi scegliere tra insomma tutto quello che può essere vegetali, quindi frutta, verdura, puoi portarti delle fragole dato che sono in stagione, oppure puoi decidere di portarti la classica pizza, la classica focaccia, il gusto che preferisci e accompagnarla con la tua birretta in compagnia con gli amici, ti bevi una birra, ti bevi un po' di prosecco, un po' di vino buono.
Panino con pomodoro e mozzarella, olio e basilico, fantastico.
Juicy mozzarella di bufalo, and it looks unreal. And of course, the Italian prosecco, focaccia bread, a little slice of prosciutto on the top. This food makes me so happy. Literally, that prosciutto just melts in your mouth, and then that crispy focaccia. Best picnic food. Unbelievable.
Dolce fa niente significa stare al sole, apprezzare il vento, guardare la pioggia che è lì, tu stai qui all'asciutto, lì bagnati e qui al sole, guardare voi, guardare loro e godersi la giornata. Questo è dolce far niente.
I've been using Squarespace to build my websites, and it's super easy, so I'm going to show you how I do it. You go onto their website and you can browse hundreds of templates or create one from scratch, which is what I'm going to do, so let's go. I can name my site and choose simple sections for my home page. I can choose a color palette and font to suit my brand, and I love the tips which come up throughout the process. Once I upload my background photo, I can get started on other sections, like writing an About Me bio, which is so easy with the drag and drop functionality powered by Fluid Engine. One other thing I love about Squarespace is that once your website is up and running, they provide you with analytics so you can see how it's performing, and it's really helpful to track your website's performance. So you can get started on building your website today, and you can get a free trial and an amazing 10% off your first website using the code MelliniAngelica when you visit squarespace.com/MelliniAngelica. So have fun building your dream website.
Roma ha una grande tradizione per i gelati, un po' come in tutta Italia, ogni diversa regione ha differenti ricette, ingredienti, ma il gelato romano sicuramente rappresenta un'eccellenza a livello italiano.
When you come to Rome in summer, it pays to know that 5 p.m. is gelato time for most Romans, the quintessential summer snack, something sweet and refreshing between lunch and dinner. There are hundreds of gelaterias all over the city, so it's worth finding one that's loved by the locals, like Gelateria Fassi. And here you'll find citizens and tourists alike queuing for this late afternoon treat. Giovanni Fassi, the main exponent of the family and the gelato business, became an ice cream maker at the royal house when Vittorio Emanuele III became king. So if it was good enough for royalty, you know it's going to be special. Wow, that's absolutely delicious. I had to try a mix of flavors, so I got the stracciatella, fior di latte, pistachio, and the crema fassi, which is the house ice cream that they make, but it's so creamy and rich. As they say, when in Rome, have an ice cream every day at around 5 p.m. I think it's like a very good ritual to have.
Siamo qui a Bocca di Leone e ci beviamo un buon gin tonic. Alla salute!
The Italian pre-dinner ritual of aperitivo is an art form in Rome and one you can't miss. Find the perfect place to partake in this daily ritual and you'll be socializing the Roman way in no time. Take your pick of several typical aperitivo beverages. The iconic bright red Campari spritz loved by the locals, a simple cold Peroni, or a fancier cocktail. The best thing about aperitivo is feeling like you're partaking in a much-loved Italian tradition. This whole thing of aperitivo hour, do you do that a lot?
We were discussing about this. Like it's a mood.
A mood?
You know, in this time of the day, Roman like come here. San Callisto is a very famous bar. They come here to have a Peroni or maybe for the strong ones, Campari or Negroni.
Yeah.
And they just enjoy the Roman life.
Just enjoy the Roman life.
Talking between each other, you know,
You start in the afternoon and you finish.
When do you finish? Like,
Right.
yeah.
Because it's open, you know, you have young people, but you have also like the
Older people.
people playing cards.
Yeah, that's quite nice, that mix, right, of different generations, like everyone together.
Yes.
I like it, yeah.
It's something very unique.
Do you think it's very unique of Rome? Of
yes.
Rome.
Rome.
Se sei romano è un problema, perché se nasci a Roma poi non ti piace niente. If you're born in Rome is an issue, because if you're born there then you don't like any other city in the world.
There's something special about dining in an old-school Roman osteria. The sensation that you're part of an extended Roman family. Listening to lively conversations in Italian echo between tightly packed tables. The collective acknowledgement of respectful silence as the owner verbally announces the menu.
Allora, il pane casereccio bruscato. Signor, mamma mia. Pensate voi a buttarlo fuori? Allora, sopra è ultimo il guanciale di noccia. Servito che bruschette aglio e olio e slow.
Hai un poco italiano.
Un poco italiano.
Ok.
Primero plato alla gricia.
Ok.
And the coda alla
alla vaccinara.
Brava. Ok.
Angelica. Grazie.
It smells absolutely incredible. Guanciale, crispy pork cheek, pecorino cheese, pasta, what an amazing combination. This Roman cuisine is so simple but so delicious at the same time. This is something that's very typically Roman here, which is oxtail stew. That meat is so tender. One of those beautiful Roman things, really. Homemade tiramisu. There is nothing better than that. Oh my God.
L'osteria romana è passione, semplicità, tradizione, genuinità, schiettezza e verità e onestà. Questa è l'osteria romana, ma soprattutto la cura delle vecchie tradizioni, da non mancare mai. E noi abbiamo molto coraggio a fare questo, perché a Roma non c'è quasi più nessuno che... Però questo è un costume antico che noi osserviamo ancora. Questa è Carla, nell'osteria romana.
In Rome, piazzas are literally around every corner, from the gigantic to the tiny, from the bustling to the deserted. Piazzas in Rome are an inescapable and delightful part of daily life. There's no better way to enjoy a Roman piazza than with some traditional Roman street food. And come lunchtime, you'll see many of the locals grabbing a pizza al taglio or some supli from the many fast food establishments around the city, and grabbing a spot on one of the many central fountain steps in Rome's piazzas. Supli is Rome's quintessential street food. Deep-fried, chubby croquettes with a gooey filling of rice, mozzarella and tomato ragu. There really is no better street food than supli. I love the informality of just grabbing a slice of pizza and supli on the go, like so many locals do. This one is zucchini and anchovies. I love the way they do pizza by the slice here, and you can just decide how big you want it, they weigh it. You can choose a few different flavours, and it's nice to just chill by a plaza and eat Roman street food and do a bit of people watching. It's really good.
Allora, che cos'è la dolce vita? La dolce vita è una cosa che non si tocca, ma è soltanto una sensazione, una vibrazione, è una forma di leggera sonnolenza, quasi di depressione, quasi di nostalgia. Una cosa mista tra amore, sapori, odori, sensazioni. Vedere questi monumenti a Piazza Navona, a Piazza di Spagna, e ti fanno venire la pelle d'oca, questo odore di pasta, questi rumori di tazzine del caffè, e questa non si può capire, è un'emozione, una sensazione. Dai!
Rome is a city filled with green spaces, parks and gardens. And come the weekend, you'll see Romans escaping the city heat and heading to these spaces for a picnic or sunset bike ride. There are countless parks to take your pick from, but one of the most beautiful is Parque degli Acquedotti, named after the ruins of ancient Roman aqueducts that can be found throughout the park. It has a rustic agricultural air to it. And cycling amongst thousands of years of history is yet another reminder of why the city is so unique. Its scenery will take your breath away and make you feel like you're in one of those Roman movies, like The Great Beauty or La Dolce Vita, which seems to be the case in a lot of places around the city. I've really enjoyed living life like a local here in Rome. They're so lucky that they get to come to parks like this and cycle through, and then you've got literally these ruins which are thousands of years old. These aqueducts are absolutely stunning. It's something so unique about the city of Rome, the fact that wherever you go, you just have ancient ruins everywhere. So it's almost like an open air museum. It makes something like a bike ride absolutely unforgettable.
La vita qui in Italia è molto tranquilla, si vive, diciamo, qui al centro c'è un po' più di movimento, però si cerca di godere le bellezze della vita, il mangiare bene, vestire bene, godere la città piena di musei, di monumenti, di piazze, una cultura di oltre 2000 anni, dove ci sono passate praticamente tutte le culture del mondo e quindi è il posto più bello del mondo, ok?
Cacio e pepe, the iconic Roman pasta dish. You can find it anywhere in Rome, but find a local Roman who will tell you where the best place to have it is.
Sì. Ti posso chiedere parmigiano e pecorino poi?
Tell me, Fabrizio, what makes a very good cacio e pepe?
This is very simple because it's just cooking water, cheese and pepper, but putting all together is very different.
This is like the typical Roman
Yeah.
pasta, cacio e pepe.
It's absolutely amazing. The pasta is an art. But you know what else is an art? Being able to eat it. Like an Italian.
You improve a lot.
This is good, yeah. This shows I've been to Italy many times.
You were able to practice.
If you were to describe Romans, what would you tell me? Like a typical Roman person, characteristic-wise, personality.
He's a person that tend to make joke of everything, almost everything, and try to be sarcastic and try to extract the good things from any disaster. Everything is important, but never something too much.
Not too. They don't take life too seriously.
Yeah, that's the point.
The people know how to enjoy the life here.
Yeah, definitely.
They're more relaxed.
Non c'è problema.
Non c'è problema. There's no problem.
So
there's no problem.
Yeah, it's an issue, but it's not a problem.
It's not a problem. Yeah, I like that.
There's this consciousness that I would say the whole Western world start from here, right? So the Roma in a way feel the fact that he is in the center of the history, and he's proud of it.
Yeah.
La pasticceria notturna è una tradizione qui a Roma e, parlando per noi, ci piace veramente molto girare la sera, anche venendo qui dal Sorchettaro ad esempio, in via Cernaia, che è veramente molto, molto gustoso con i suoi prodotti.
È proprio un simbolo della vita notturna di Roma. Okay.
The original place where this ritual is said to have started out is at Pasticceria Lambiasi, where the nighttime party crowd would often bang on the doors of the pasticceria, begging to be sold pastries being prepared for the morning. The pasticceria decided to open all night and makes the iconic pastry, la sorchetta doppio schizzo, which literally translates to the double squirt a thin disc of pastry that roughly fits into your palm. The sorchetta is finished with a squirt of cream and a drizzle of chocolate.
La passeggiata romana è un momento di piacere per i romani in cui ci prendiamo il nostro tempo e passeggiamo tra i vicoli del centro e senza tempo, senza orari e senza scopo se non quello di passeggiare e vedere la bellezza della città.
Rome falls silent on few occasions, usually late at night and early morning, and these are the best times to discover her beauty and feel like you have the eternal city all to yourself. It's during nighttime strolls when Rome's majestic monuments are lit up by the soft glow of street lamps that one feels so intensely the romantic undertones that permeate the city. An intoxicating mix of modern and ancient, Rome is a rare and colossal capital. Every new street or corner you turn you are faced with some great remnant of history. The best way to appreciate Rome is to lose yourself and wander amongst the grand statues and breathtaking buildings. It's a living monument to the incredible empire that was tirelessly built. And if there was ever a visible storybook of a people's incredible power and reign, Rome is it. And when dawn breaks and Rome prepares for another day of busy modern life, take a moment to appreciate the intimate date you just had with the eternal city. It's something that can never be forgotten, for Rome touches your soul in a way that will stay etched in your memories and dreams forever.